So let's talk about something you don't really think about until the exact moment your printer stops working right in the middle of something important toner. Not the most exciting topic on the surface, but once you rely on printing every day, it becomes one of those things you either appreciate when it works or absolutely notice when it doesn't. This is the HP 206X Black Toner Cartridge, also known as W2110X, built for printers like the color LaserJet Pro M255, MFP M282, and M283 series. And if you've ever used a laser printer before, you already know the general idea. Inkjet printers feel cheap at first, but the running costs can stack up quickly. Laser printers feel more expensive up front, but they're designed for speed, volume, and long-term consistency. And right in the middle of that system is the toner cartridge, which ultimately defines your cost per page and your day-to-day experience. This 206X is the high-yield version, meaning it's designed to last significantly longer than the standard cartridge. HP rates it for roughly 3,150 pages, but that number is based on very light coverage. In real usage, especially if you're printing documents with dense text, tables, or anything beyond basic paragraphs, your actual output will naturally vary. That's something most people only realize after they've already used a few cartridges. The page yield number is more of a controlled benchmark than a real-world guarantee. Installation, though, is exactly what you'd expect from a modern HP system. It's simple. Open the printer, remove the old cartridge, unpack the new one, give it a light shake to evenly distribute toner, and slide it into place. The printer recognizes it instantly, no extra setup, no calibration steps, no software issues. It just works. And that's one of the areas where HP consistently focuses, reducing friction. Because for most users, they don't want to think about printing. They just want it to happen when they hit print. Once installed, the performance is extremely consistent. Text output is sharp, dark, and very clean. Even small font sizes stay readable, and you don't get the fading or streaking issues that you sometimes see with lower quality alternatives. Whether it's a single page or a long multi-page document batch, the output remains stable from start to finish. This is really where branded toner like this shows its strength. It doesn't try to do anything fancy. It just delivers consistent black text output every time. Now, the conversation inevitably shifts to cost, because this is where most people pause. Original HP toner is not cheap. And when you compare it to third-party or refilled cartridges, the price difference can feel significant. On paper, alternatives look like the obvious choice if you're trying to save money. But printing isn't just about cost per cartridge. It's about reliability. With original cartridges like the 206X, you're paying for predictable performance. Fewer print errors, fewer compatibility issues, and less downtime troubleshooting why something suddenly stopped working. And in many HP printers, firmware updates can sometimes limit or block non-original cartridges, which adds another layer of unpredictability with third-party options. So what you're really deciding here is not just price versus savings, but consistency versus variability. And that matters more than people think, especially in work environments or situations where printing delays actually cost time. From a usage perspective, this cartridge is straightforward. There's no learning curve, no setup complexity, and no ongoing maintenance. Once it's installed, you just print until it runs out. The printer also provides reasonably accurate toner level tracking, so you're not completely guessing when a replacement is needed. In terms of durability, long print sessions are handled well. You can print multiple documents back-to-back without seeing quality drop-offs. No sudden streaks, no uneven density, and no mid-job fading. It maintains a consistent output profile across its lifespan, which is exactly what you want from a high-yield toner. One thing worth noting is that this cartridge is strictly focused on black text output. It's not designed for image-heavy or graphical printing. So if your workflow involves charts, diagrams, or occasional images, it still handles them, but its real strength is clearly text clarity and document consistency. In real-world use cases, this fits best in environments where printing is routine. Office documents, invoices, school assignments, reports, and everyday paperwork. It's built for volume and predictability rather than occasional casual printing. If you're someone who prints frequently, the high-yield capacity becomes more meaningful over time. Fewer replacements, fewer interruptions, and a more stable workflow. But if your printing needs are light or occasional, you might not fully benefit from the extended capacity before long-term storage considerations come into play. That's where understanding your usage pattern actually matters more than the specs on the box. Overall, this is not a product that tries to impress with anything flashy. There's no innovation angle, no special feature set, no dramatic change in experience. It simply exists to do one job reliably, and it does that well. It's predictable, consistent, and tightly integrated into HP's ecosystem. And in printing, that level of predictability often ends up being the most valuable feature of all. So if you're already using compatible HP LaserJet Pro printers and you want something that minimizes surprises, this toner fits exactly into that category. But if your priority is aggressively lowering cost per page, then you'll have to weigh that against the trade-offs in reliability and consistency that come with alternatives. At the end of the day, it comes down to one simple idea. This is not about excitement. It's about whether your printer works the same way every single time you need it to. And in that sense, it delivers exactly what it promises.